Alright, so now we're going to revisit the initial position here where white approaches high and black backs off here. White is going to attach here to try and make some shape. Black will play here to undercut the base, and then white will make the extension here. So problem number 15 asks, what should black do next after white has made this extension? Black's move is to foot sweep. This prevents white from getting any further influence over here. White will then jump out into the center just to try and make some more shape, and then black will jump up here. Black's wall here is working really nice with his extensions over here, looking to develop all this. And it looks like that white will have to run through here, which means black can squeeze and get some more over here. If black doesn't do the foot sweep here and makes the approach over here, looking to get some more points directly on the side, then white is going to slide here. When white slides here, white now has a base and white stones are basically secure. Because white stones are secure here, white can look to attach here and cut through, or even invade here. If instead of foot sweeping or even approaching over here, black decides to kick it, this is not good for black, because not only are white stones secure, but white can later on look at invading here. This is similar to this sort of invasion, where later white can invade here with the support of this and live on the side, except for it's over here. Especially because this is still pretty open with the corner here. There's a lot of agi with white getting a move here. Problem number 19 starts with a similar opening enclosure, except instead of black playing the high Chinese, black actually played the low Chinese here. So white did the same invasion before by approaching high and then making this extension. But since this is on the low side, how should black respond to white making this extension? Black should play the one space jump here. White will jump out into the center, but then black can push and even poke at this. But looking at what black got, white is still going to be squeezed in here. Black is now making a nice wall facing over here. So later he may want to get a stone here and develop this whole thing. While white's running, black can even get some more up here. If black doesn't jump from this way and instead jumps from this way, then white can attach here and make a nice base on the side here. And now white stones are fine. Problem number 23 asks the question, should white connect here? And if white doesn't connect, what should white do instead of connecting? While connecting here is an important move, white should do something else first. White needs to attach here, and then black will hane, white will pull back. To prevent this cutting problem, black will connect here, and then white should connect to maintain some access to the center. And the reason is, if white just connects here first, then black's going to play here, preventing white from doing this whole attaching thing. And now white is without a base and needs to run, which means that black will get what we talked about before, some nice influence while white runs to the center, and then black can get some sort of extension over here and make this giant box. Problem number 31 starts out like this, similar to the low Chinese that we saw before, but instead of attaching on the inside and trying to live, white attaches on the outside. Black hanes, white does not extend here, but then comes to attach here, so white makes this exchange before doing this. Black hanes, and instead of pulling back, white cross cuts. So white's making a big mess of this whole area. What should black do when white cross cuts here? Instead of attarring the stone directly, black should push up, threatening to cut through. White will not just come back and do this because then these two stones are going to die right away. So white will maintain connection here. Then black will extend here, eating this stone effectively. And then white will protect the cutting point with this move. Black will prevent white from capturing these stones by playing the bamboo joint here. So black stones are secure, white is still under attack and needs to do some running. Just for comparison's sake, if this stone was high, then after this point, white can slide all the way to here, and now white can easily settle his group. Or maybe something like this. And so let's say that black did end up playing high. Black should not play the way that we saw because white can slide over here and make his group. So let's back up in this situation where white cross cuts. So let's say that black did play high. So instead of playing what we saw because white gets that slide, how should black play instead? So instead of bumping up like we saw in the last problem, black should pull this stone back. Now white is going to live in the corner by attarring this stone, but then black can attari this and pull back. White will extend over here, black will make the mall shape. White will poke at this to get some agi for later, and then poke up in here. So white gets some territory in the corner, which is fine, but black gets a ton of outside thickness, and these two stones are basically dead. Now, as we mentioned, if black just Ataris this stone, this is bad because white will cut, forcing black to capture and then extend. Now, if black plays this move, then white will Atari this and start a ko. If black just connects, then white can Atari this. So black will need to connect here, and then there's this ko going on. If black Ataris this way, white is going to give that stone up and Atari this and connect. And with black allowing white to do this, black's moyo is completely torn apart.